The goal for this video is to understand the concept of polynomials. The learning objective is to understand the concept of polynomials. You need to know what is a term, what is a formula, what is the degree of a polynomial, and what is a like term. You need to understand the concept of a polynomial. You should be able to decide if an expression is a polynomial, and you should be able to find out how many degrees a polynomial has. What is a term? A term is either a single number, a single variable, or a combination of both, which forms an algebraic expression or equation. Terms are separated by addition or subtraction signs. What is a formula? A formula is a type of equation which shows the relationship between various variables. There are many formulas that are used to calculate various numbers or amounts. Some such formulas include the simple interest formula, PRT divided by 100, or the volume formula, height into width into length. What is a polynomial? A polynomial has many terms. It can have constants, variables, and indices, which can be combined using the four operations. However, polynomials cannot be divided by a variable or multiplied to the power of a negative index. There are different types of polynomials, including monomials, one term, binomials, two terms, and trinomials, three terms. What is the degree of a polynomial? The degree of a polynomial with only one variable is the largest exponent of that variable. Based on how many degrees a polynomial has, it's given a name. 0 degrees it's constant, 1 degree is linear, 2 degrees quadratic, 3 degrees it's cubic, 4 degrees it's quartic, and 5 degrees it's quintic. When a polynomial has more than one variable, we must add the indices of those variables. For example, in 5xy squared, there are two variables and therefore we add the indices. X is multiplied to the power of 1 and y is multiplied to the power of 2. Therefore, the degree of this polynomial is 3, which makes it cubic. Let's do some example questions to get a better understanding of the topic. Question 1 says, how many degrees does 5x cubed y to the power of 4 minus 6xy to the power of 5 have? To find out the number of degrees, we need to look at each term separately. Let's look at the first term, 5x cubed y to the power of 4. Since there are two variables, we need to add the number of indices to find out the number of degrees in this. We get 7. Then we look at the next term. We have 6xy to the power of 5. Here we have x to the power of 1 and y to the power of 5, and therefore when we add the indices we get 6. To find out how many degrees the whole polynomial has, we need to use the highest number that we calculated. Therefore, the number of degrees in this polynomial is 7. The second question says, how many degrees does 3xy to the power of 5 plus 5x cubed y to the power of 5 have? Again, we do the same thing and we add the indices in each term. Over here we have 6 and we also have 8, and therefore the highest number is 8, and the degrees in this polynomial is 8. The third question we do the same thing. The only difference in this question is that we have 3 terms. Therefore we need to add the indices in each of the terms, and the highest indice we get is 6. In question 4 we have to identify whether the following are polynomials or not. Remember that a polynomial cannot be multiplied to the power of a negative number and can't be divided by a variable. Therefore, question 4a is not a polynomial, question 4b is a polynomial, and question 4c is not a polynomial. Remember that polynomials can also just have one term and can be just a coefficient, so therefore 21 is also a polynomial. Make sure to complete more questions and worksheets based on this goal to get a better understanding of the topic. Thanks for viewing.